Hey there, I'm Cassandra Dortch, and welcome to my channel where we build a beast bay mindset, reclaim our power, and bring out our sexy as mompreneurs by mastering the art of family, fitness, and business. Now, let me tell you, okay, I am a business owner, I am a wife, I am a mom of two, a homeschool mom, and I work from home. A lot of people ask me, oh my gosh, how do you do it, Cass? How do you balance it all? How do you feel sexy? How do you get the time to work out in your schedule? And boy, oh boy, do I wish, do I wish I had help going throughout the journey of motherhood. There are so many things that women left out in sharing their journey with a new time mom. And I'm here on this channel to let you know that if you have it all, but still feel like you don't have it all, I am here for you. You are not alone. And so this channel is to help you feel sexy, feel empowered while you are going through this journey, this new chapter of life. Now, a little bit of a backstory. I grew up in a very, very loving home, okay? And on this channel, what I'm going to be doing is sharing my whole journey with you and the steps and the things and the skills that I learned throughout the way to help me navigate through all of what life threw at me. So I grew up in a very loving home, and all throughout my life, I felt so blessed. So blessed. I had very loving parents. I had parents that were always there for me. I did move to like tons of different schools. I think I went to like 9 different schools, but whatever. Like, you'll get to know me on this channel, okay? This is just a quick summary. And growing up, I always felt so guilty that I did not experience loss like many other people. I never had a huge loss in the family. I never, you know, broke down because something crazy happened. And so growing up, I always felt guilty. And I would always thank God. Like, thank you, God, that I'm so blessed, but I feel so bad. Thank you, God, that I'm so blessed, but. And boy, oh boy, did that but hit me, okay? That but hit me. And it actually hit me when I became a mother. So, long story short, because of course, on this channel, like I said, I will be sharing the in and outs of what has made me a badass. And I say that not in a cocky way, I say that with confidence. I say that with confidence because when you have been through the ringer, when you have cried yourself to sleep, when you feel alone, when you feel like everything is so dark and pinned against you can say when you look behind you and be like, I I made it through that, you can literally say that you are a badass. And if you're going through the storm right now and you're waking up day to day still feeling like, oh, I feel so stuck. Oh, I need to get out of this. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want it to be over. But if you're still waking up day to day and still trying to put one foot in front of the other, guess what, honey? You're a badass too. Okay? So, my journey with motherhood is where I started to experience loss. And I have not realized or didn't realize that all of that became trauma in my life. So I will go into detail in another video on my first birthing experience, which to this day, it's been 10, 11 years, 11 years. Um, I still cry. And I actually have not fully shared the experience. And that is one reason why God has told me, listen, start this channel because you have traumas that can help someone else. You have traumas that you need to let go of. You need to talk through it. You need to release it. And he has been telling me for a while to start this channel. And so here I am, starting the channel. Why? Because not only do I need to help other mamas, but I've been helping other mothers. And now it's time to throw it all out there. Especially because the mothers that I work with, they're like, Cass, you need to start a YouTube channel. Cass, you need to do all this. And I'm like, okay, don't twist my arm 10,000 ways. But I'm here showing up for you to let you know that you are not in it alone, okay? So my loss became huge for me during my first delivery process. I had this plan going in to my delivery. And my pregnancy was great. It was smooth. I got to work out. I had supposedly the glow. I looked more swollen than anything. But, I had that pregnancy glow, the gorgeous hair. I got to work out. Everything was going smooth. Then I went into labor for about 33 hours. And then shiznit hit the fan. And the whole birthing experience became a life or death situation for both me and my son. It ended up in an emergency cesarean, and emergency cesarean without an epidural too. Again, I'll go into the details of that whole birthing experience. But through that day and through those hours, my plan on how I was going to deliver, my plan on how I was going to do skin-to-skin contact, my plan on how I was going to breastfeed, my plan on seeing my baby for the first time and experiencing the joy with my husband, all of that went out the window. I'm probably going to tear up and cry about it, but it's okay. And I went through that cesarean fighting for our lives. I went through it alone. No one was able to go into the emergency room with me. When I woke up, no one was there for me. I woke up in a lot of pain. I woke up with no baby in my belly, with just a jiggly belly, no nurses around me, nobody around me, and I was just completely lost. I remember yelling for someone, and a nurse finally came in and told me, I can't give you any pain medicines because of the vomiting and because of this. We haven't had time to X, Y, and Z. And I was just like, where's my mom? Where's my husband? Where is anybody? And my mom ended up showing up, and she showed me a picture of my son. This is what kills me. She showed me a picture of my son, and I didn't think he was mine. I'm like, that's not my baby. Like, I didn't think he was mine. And that was the first time that I experienced loss, a huge loss in my life. And a lot of people will say, oh, but you still got to have a baby. You still got, because people lose babies and all of that. And I understand that. My mother went through quite a few miscarriages. And I know that people have losses in different ways. During that time, though, I did not know this was a loss. I didn't. I just thought this was the way delivery and motherhood and everything just gets thrown at you. It just gets thrown at you, and it's like, deal with it, motherfucker. It's like, wait, what the heck is going on? And so going through that whole journey threw me into chaos. chaos in my mind, chaos in my emotions. Um, and I felt very alone in feeling like, how do I express this? Like, what is even going on? People would always be like, oh, well, be grateful you and baby are healthy. And it's like, yeah, that sounds nice, but there's more to this. There's more to what I'm feeling. And I feel like a lot of times, mothers and women can mask stuff. And it's like I went through this journey and I'm like, things don't need to be masked. Why are we masking stuff? Why are we not sharing things with each other? Why are we not empowering each other through this process called motherhood that there's no book on? But boy, oh boy, is it the freaking hardest job ever. Is it rewarding? Yes. But it is the hardest job ever. You don't go through training for it, but you show up and you don't get paid in money form, right? And you're expected to just be grateful and look like you're having a great job doing so. And so going through that process was hard for me. Going through the process then of opening up a business, I opened up a gym with my husband. And I will share that journey another day as well. But we opened up a business together. And that was another time that I experienced so much loss. We went from opening up an outdoor boot camp with no overhead costs to being like, you know what? Our members deserve a facility. They deserve a building, a place where they can go to the bathroom, be in shade from the sun, like all these things. And so we, as young kids, not knowing what we were doing, we threw ourselves into the whole process of it. And about 90% of our members from the field did not want to drive 5 minutes down the street, nor did they want to embrace new people coming into the fitness family. So that became a whole nother loss and journey for me because I felt like I was pouring into people. I felt like I was doing this for them. And it was just like a lot of growth, a lot of character building, and a lot of skill set had to come into place for your girl to get through that process. And then after that, I got pregnant again with my second child. And that delivery actually went smoother, but the pregnancy, oh my gosh, was hard. I was on bed rest from like 24 weeks. Well, I think I started before 24 weeks, but I was on bed rest for a very long time with a toddler and running a business, trying to run a business from my bed. And so from there, I didn't get to experience the pregnancy journey and the rest that I needed. And with all of that, both of our in-laws from my husband's side and my side moved in with us because they were going through some things. And the nursery that I had put together, because I didn't get to have a nursery with my son, my husband and I were young entrepreneurs, and we had lived in a one-bedroom apartment during that time. So we turned our massive closet into a bedroom because it was a one-bedroom, like 1,300 square foot apartment. Like it was big. So, anywho, I was super excited about the nursery. We put the whole nursery together and we had family move in with us. So, I didn't get to experience the nursery. My husband and I didn't get to experience just us bringing home our baby together and the dynamics of us turning from a family of three to a family of four. And we weren't communicating as well. Um, because I was having so much in my head. It was hard to communicate things when you have family around. And that year 7, we were ready to just call it quits. And when you're in business together, it is a 90% divorce rate. Okay? So, 90% divorce rate. But again, I will share that in a different video on how we made it through. We went through a workshop that helped pivot our marriage and got some mentors, and our marriage has been thriving ever since. It does not matter what has been thrown at us, business wise, with our kids, like what's happening around us. Our marriage is solid. And I'm so grateful that it's so much better now than what it was. So, for all my mamas out there who think that, oh, like it's family and aging, and this is what marriage is supposed to be, it's just supposed to be unhappy, and, no, that's wrong. Your marriage is supposed to be thriving. Your marriage is supposed to be flirtatious. Your marriage is supposed to still feel fun, okay? So, I'm going to be sharing all of the things that I have learned and all of the skills I have learned with you guys on my journey through this whole process. Because a lot of the skills that I have learned, I teach my moms with my one-on-one coaching. And I want you to know that you are not alone in this process. I want you to feel sexy. I want you to feel empowered. And I want you not to feel guilty doing so, because you are amazing, and we deserve to feel like ourselves. We deserve to have fun. We deserve to have our mom time. We deserve all that our heart desires. And we deserve to have a happy family, a thriving, spicy marriage. And if we want to feel like we have a banging body, okay, to feel confident, we need to feel confident in what it is that we are doing, okay? So whether you're thick, thin, in shape, doesn't matter your body type, all right? I want you to feel confident in this process called motherhood. So join me along for my journey and your journey, okay, on my channel. So hit subscribe, hit the notifications, and let's do this thing together. Thanks, y'all.